Hi there, and welcome to another video of Coding with Cables. My name is Mark, my handle on the forums is Andrew, and today I'm going to be showing you how we can create our own basic mathematical op inside of Cables. So the op is primarily going to focus on using numbers, but we're also going to look at drop-down boxes and how to assign variables and just do a couple of really simple cool things. So without further ado, let's get started. I click in the patch, I press escape. I'm going to call this op my math op, and we're going to click this button, create ops.user.andro.mymathop. Editor pops up. We press escape again. And now type in my math op and press enter. This op appears, nothing's happening yet. I click the op and I press E. So first of all, I want to add a floating point port. So I say const, and I'm going to say num in 0 equals op dot in float. And I'm going to call this port number 0. I'm going to assign it a default value of 0. I'm going to press Control S. So now we get a port here. Just to show you, if I click this now, I'd say 2 and Control S. And just to show it, so I'm going to make my math op, and if I create it, when the op is created, this is then set to 2. So let's press E, put this back on 0, just wanted to show that. So now I need to make an output port. So I'm going to say const, and then I'm going to call this one num out equals op dot out, and then it's called not out float but out number, because it could be an integer or a float. And I'm going to call this one now result. So basically, I first of all want to have it that when I move this number here, it goes out there. So let's do this. I'm going to say num in 10.on change equals function. And then I'm going to say here num out dot set. And then I'm going to get num in 0 dot get. Control S. And now when I change this, the number there changes to reflect this as well. So let's now say I want to just add two numbers together. Well, I'm going to copy this line here. I'm going to paste it there. I'm going to call it num in 1, number 0. And I now want to create two variables which get the values from these ports. So I'm just going to go here. I'm going to say var n0 equals num in 0 dot get, save. I'm going to copy this line of code. I'm going to call it n1. So n0 is number 0, n1 is number 1. So now I'm going to say, let's just add these two together. n0 plus n1. Control S. So as you can see, they're being added together. The problem is when we change this one, nothing's happening. So what we do is here, we just copy this code, and we need to say if num in 0 or num in 1 changes, run this function. Whoops, did Control F there. Sorry. So let's just go back. So here you see num in 0 on change equals num in 1 on change equals function. Control S. And now if I move the second or the first one, it gets calculated. So I want to make like a drop-down menu. So that's going to allow me to pick like addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. So I'm going to say const, and I'm going to say math select equals op dot in drop-down. So the drop-down, first of all, needs a port name. So I'm going to call it math mode. It then needs an array of strings. So I'm going to say, give me plus, comma, and give me subtraction, comma, and then it needs a default value, just like here we had with the 0. So I'm going to say, give me a plus. Control S. So now we have here math mode, and I can pick with the drop down two functions there. So port name, the things to assign to the drop down, and the default when it's created. So now I'm going to make a new var. I'm going to call it var mode equals math select dot get. So it's going to get that string. Okay, so now we're going to do this. I want to say if mode equals plus do this, add number 0 to number 1. So I'm going to do Control S just to check this is working. So this works. We can see it down there. That's great. And now I'm going to say else if mode equals subtraction. You might see where I'm going with this. Let's grab this line of code here. Control C. I'm going to put it there. And I'm going to say subtract. So let's put this on 10. Let's put this on 5. So when it adds together, we get 15. And if we now click this, look, nothing happens. That's because we're not looking for an on change with math select. So we're just going to get the math select here. I'm going to say math select on change equals function. As you can see, it now reflects the change of these numbers. So this is really easy to expand upon now. So let's just finish what we started. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to say, give me multiplication mode, and then give me a division mode. I'm going to get this code here and copy it. Control C, Control V, Control V. So now I'm going to say mode is equal to multiply, and multiply the two numbers together, equals division, and divide two numbers. I'm going to press Control S, and as you can see, I've now got plus, minus, multiply, and divide. Okay, that was the basic introduction to making a simple mathematical op inside the cables. I hope this video has been educational and informative. If you've got any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them under the video below or to post them on the forums. Thanks for watching and have a good one. Bye.